welcome to Carla's Stitching Journey. I have been pretty much out of the loop, I think, for the last summer months. It has been crazy busy here. I apologize for the delay in getting a video out, but I decided that today was going to be the day. Husband is out of town for a few days and I don't know how to run the camera, so I am going back old school for my video. Hopefully you'll still like it, even though it's not with the fancy camera, because he runs that. I know how to run my iPad. So I just wanted to say welcome to all my new subscribers. This is a channel about cross stitch and sometimes some life events along the way. And you might get a visit from one of the 3 cats that we have. Right now Freya is meandering down here. Let me see. This would be Miss Freya. Hi, say hi, Freya. This is Freya. She was a rescue from our local Humane Society. She doesn't like to be held a whole lot, but she does like her ears scratched. And this is her. So this is Miss Freya. You might see Peanut. If she comes in within reach, I'll grab her. So it's been a busy summer. I'm not going to get through all of my whips that I worked on all summer, but I am going to get through some of them to show you, and I have some finishes to show you. And we'll talk about some of the events from the summer. We did, Charlie, our other cat, went on a little jaunt for about 3 weeks, was lost, and we finally got him back and home. That was turmoil in June. Let's see. Rachel is off at flight school in Alabama and active duty in the Army, so she's doing well. And let's see. Samantha is doing well, and I believe she's working as an accountant and back at school working on getting her master's degree. Although we don't hear from Samantha much at all. She just kind of talks to other people. She hasn't talked to me in a while. So, you know, kids have to grow. Let's see what else has been going on. We've been camping a lot this summer. And we did Grace Notes Retreat in August. So this has been the shirt from the Grace Notes Retreat this year. It was a dark blue with a hot pink Grace Notes fabric shirt. I will insert some pictures at the end. It's by far one of my most favorite retreats. It's very relaxing. It's fun. I always meet new people there. I just love it. And they will be doing their retreat again next year in August. I don't remember the exact dates, but I can tell you the sign up for it will be on the Grace Notes Fabrics website. Facebook group. Grace Notes Fabrics Facebook group will open up for sign-ups on October 1st at noon. So I hope that you all get on board, sign up. I'd love to meet you. It is in Allentown, Pennsylvania, which is on the eastern side of Pennsylvania. And I plan to be there. My husband was there with us this year. He was one of the prize guys that helped deliver prizes and helped with our setup. And him and Mr. Simpson, or Mr. Grace Notes, did some guy things during the day. And I think they had a good time that he said, yeah, I think we can come back next year. So I'm not scoffing at that. Okay. Because it is one of my favorites to go to and love seeing old friends. All right. Enough about me. Let's talk about finishes. I did have some finishes. I have a couple of fully finished I have a bunch more to show you, but I didn't bring it to this video. I'll bring it to others. The first one up I'm going to show you, I might have shown you before, is Tiny Modernist. And it is all framed. Sorry about the glare. I did as a round robin last year with 9 other people. And we both broke this pattern down. I stitched the framework of the house and the roof and that big old moon up there. And then the rest, it went on a round robin, which means it goes from house to house to house all over the United States. 9 of us friends. And we each picked a room and we stitched. And we all had the same pattern. I never stitched the same room twice. So when it came to you, you just stitched whatever room you wanted. People put their initials in the section that they did. So we had the 6 rooms. This tree was a section, this tree was a section, and the pumpkins were a section. So we could get 9. And our dear friend Ann Wheeler planned all that for us. And she has done fantastic. And we're just finishing up this year's round robin, where we each picked a holiday theme somehow. Like it could be anything. What do we view as a holiday? What's for us? So, and I just finished the last one of that to send out. So, and that's the one I haven't been able to tell you guys about. So anyway, that's Tiny Modernist. It was a stitch along when it initially came out. The other one I have is Loyola Studios Haunted Quaker, I believe is what this one is called. I did make my witch green, because you gotta have a green witch. Couple of different things, but I have had this finished for a while. It just hasn't been fully finished. So looks like I finished it according to that date back in 2019, and I gave this to a friend to fully finish for me, and she did a phenomenal job. She found this frame at like a secondhand store, and it was, I think it's perfect. I love it. So, and it's just popped into the back. It's on a dry board and just popped in there. There's no glass on this one, and eventually I'm hoping my husband will hang these up for me. So this is by Leela Studio, and it is on a piece of, I believe that's a piece of Grace Notes Fabrics, but honestly, I don't have all those details. That's one of the things I'm kind of not very good with, is those kind of details. But you can see what I've been finishing and working on. This one I fully finished. Home is where you hang your needlework. I know I picked this up on an Etsy. I did make some of my own little choices as far as I put my initials right here, KP, Samantha's initials here, SP, and must have finished this in 2020 maybe, but I've never fully finished because I sent all of my, not all of them, but I did send a good bit of them to Colleen Simpson, who is the daughter of Mrs. Grace Notes Fabrics, and she does lacing. And so I sent her a bunch of mine and said, can you lace those just like it's like a picture size or easily to frame, because she used to work at Hobby Lobby, so she knows how framing and all that works. She knows how to lace. She knows how to do this the right way. And so I got them back from her when I was there. And so these ones, this was an old dollar store frame, nothing fancy, but it fit and it works and it's great. So I finished that, fit it in. And same thing with this one. This is a Teresa Kogut, Freedom, I think is what it's called. But it is a Teresa Kogut, and I just had a Dollar Tree, dollar store frame. It's kind of a crappy frame, but it works for this piece. And sorry about glares. I'm trying not to get you any glares, but I really like this piece, and I am going to be hanging this up probably in my office. So this was Teresa Kogut, and it was an easy stitch. And I love all the pieces that she has been able to pin or lace for me. And I have them all downstairs, and I've been working on getting frames. And as I've been framing them, I'll bring them up and show you. So I have them on my dining room table, believe it or not. And I've been working through some frames that I had already here. And some of them I'm going to have to order frames. So those were my FFOs. Now I can tell you, I did have some finishes, and I don't know that we're going to get through all of them, but I'm going to show you as I pull them out. So some may be different. In the month of July, I decided out of a whim, I was going to make it a patriotic month. So I was trying to stitch on anything I had patriotic, and I purchased some things on Etsy, started and made patriotic. So I finished a few. So I'm going to show them to you. And I don't remember. If you really want to know, just email me and I will find out the designer on these, because I might know some of them. Oh, my computer just went down. Give me 1 second, because I got a new spreadsheet and it has been phenomenal. I got it on Etsy. I'll tell you all about it. Let's see if it works like I want it to work. But anyways, I can tell you. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is by Primrose Cottage. and it's called American U. I did these on 25 count accidental by Notes Fabrics, and I stitched 1/1 full cross. So here is, sorry it's wrinkled, but this is American U, EWE, and I think you can see the flags. I had fun. So this was a really quick stitch. It was 1,060 stitches, believe it or not. And that's by Primrose Cottage. Then I also purchased a pattern by Romy Creations. I put it on the same fabric, accidental, which is such a great piece of fabric from Notes Fabrics. It's one of my favorite blues that they dye, and I've ordered a couple of pieces of this. But this is from Romy's Creations, and it's called Remember Me. And so I stitched that 25 count over one. I'll probably finish these into a pillow, but I put them both on the same fabric, and look, they're so small. I could put more on there. And I have some other smaller ones that could go in here, but I haven't stitched it yet. So that's why I haven't cut them apart yet, because I was going to try and see if I can squeeze anything else onto that fabric. And then I'll hopefully by next year, I'll have them fully finished into a pillow. The other one I finished was Independence Cake Stand. And if you see me looking over here, it's because this is where my spreadsheet is. And it's got some of the minute details. I don't think I have all the information in there yet, but it's enough that I can kind of give you some information. This was Independence Cake Stand is by Stitching for the number 4 Seasons, and it's on Etsy. And again, this is a piece of accidental, you can see, accidental fabric, and this is called Independence Cake Stand. And I did it 1/1, trying not to get any shadow, but I think I'm getting some shadow. So I did that 1/1, and I did change a few colors. Like I put green on the stem, and I put some pops of yellow in there. I felt like it needed it, so that's what I did. Switch some of the colors out, but it was a fun stitch. So the Independence Cake Stand has 2,833 stitches in it, and this is over 1 on 25 count, so it's not big. And I'll probably try and finish that into a flat fold, but I may put some other cake stands on here before I do, because I have a bunch of cake stands. But I think this would be a good fabric for maybe that seaside cake stand I got. I'm really enjoying doing the over 1 on the 25 count. So those are some quick finishes that I have had recently. Let's see. I got some haul, but I was going to wait and show you some of the haul here in a little later. Let me see what I can pull out. Okay. Because I don't know what all I have over here. Oh, this was a new start. Okay. So this was a new start, and it's called Mona Sally. It is by Pain Free Crafts. Ooh. And let me see. I'm going to try and pull the picture out. So it is Mona Lisa, but it is, you know, I do like my Jack. By the way, that's a diamond painting above my head. But this is the pattern. It is by Pain Free Crafts. And I got the kit and I started it at a retreat. And I think I did a good bit on it. Let me see. I'll tell you. Let's see. Just if you care. Maybe you guys don't care how many I did. I don't know. 2,724 stitches. So I did get a good bit. I'm in the clouds over here. I started in the upper right? Upper right. So I was kind of doing it at an angle just so I could get to her quicker, I think. But it's not huge, you can see. It's not like some of my really big, huge projects, but it is a start this year, and not sure when it'll be finished. It's a 238 by 350. It has 50 colors in it. And we'll see. I know I've shown the kit when I got it, so in part of my haul. And we'll put this away. I got to make a tag for this one because I don't have a tag on it, so I'm going to have to do a tag for that. Okay. Bear with me. Here we go. This one is Peace on Earth. Okay, so Peace on Earth was a project I'm doing with some friends. And let me see if I can get you a color copy. How have you guys been anyway? Because I got to tell you, this summer has been crazy busy here. Thought I had it on here. Maybe I don't have it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's see. View PDF. I'll give you the PDF. So this is Peace on Earth. It's a Winter Quaker by Leela Studio. And this is what it will look like when it's done. Can you see? So a bunch of my local stitching group, we decided we were going to do this as a SAL. So we started this in June as a SAL. And the only requirements that I set was it had to be a motif a month minimum. Because we have some people that stitch, and we have some others that are not big stitchers, and I wanted to make it doable so we were all successful. So some people have like been going gangbusters on it and said that every time they finish a motif, they feel like they need to start another one, and others are just taking their time and doing one motif a month and kind of going from there. I have this on a Grace Notes Fabrics 20 count Ada. It is called Tiger Lily, and I started in the middle. So this is where I am. And this is like a very peachy, yeah, there, that's pretty true to color right there. So I'm still in the middle. I started the wreath around the outside so I could kind of venture off and get some more motifs. That middle piece, man, I'm telling you, that middle piece is a bear, but it has been fun, and it's not going to be huge, as you can tell. And I really enjoy stitching on it. So when I do my stitching group next month, we're all bringing in our Peace on Earths, and we're going to take pictures again and do update pictures of the group. We lay it out on the table together, and everybody picked different fabrics, different counts. Everybody started in different places. So it's really interesting when we all have our projects together at how everybody kind of goes at them differently. So that is Peace on Earth, which was started in June. So that was a new start for me in June, and that needs to stay out. Okay. Oh, here's another one I haven't worked on, or I worked on, it's been a while, but you haven't seen it for a while. This is one of my birthday starts. It's Tom Fedro's Gecko Rouge, and she is Mrs. Brightside. I don't know if you can still get it, but Gecko Rouge is an online. You can order them online. They come from overseas. And I did order a couple of his because I really enjoyed stitching on him at a retreat this summer. I think I took it to Grace Notes, actually, and worked on it there. Because it's a great piece with solid colors. So if you're somebody that's kind of thinking they might want to try full coverage, maybe something by him would be good for you, because it's not, these are definitely blocks of color. So, and this is basically the top, and you can see how far I've gotten. It's been a hot minute. Kind of show you side by side where we're headed, but it was a great easy stitch. It's got, oh, I don't know, that many colors. The color palette, I just was drawn to it because of the bright colors, I think. But and then his other designs are very similar, the bright colors. So I did just recently ordered some more that came in, but I'm not sure if they're in here or if I put them away. I might have put them away. So this is just going to be kind of a small catch up with what I can show so far, what I've been working on this summer, and I'm not going to have any before pictures or anything like that. I'm sure that I've since deleted those from my phone with all the groups I'm in. But at least it lets you know, hey, I'm still alive. I'm still here. Still stitching. And excited to share it with you. This is a Long Dog Sampler Love at First Sight. Let's see if I can pull that one up for you too. Love at First Sight, and this was started as a stitch along in January. I have not kept up with the stitch along. I have not. See if I can. So here is what it will look like if you did it monochromatic. I am not doing mine monochromatic. However, I am doing mine with silks, and I pulled some silks that I had, and I added some to it, and I'm doing it on 28 count Grace Notes Fabrics Frosted Lemonade, and I'm doing it over 1, and I'm changing up colors as I go. I'm just kind of going with it. So this is how far I've gotten. It's a fun stitch, and I enjoy it when I pull it out. I just don't keep it out long enough to make any big progress, and I contemplate with color changes, and so that slows me down a lot. But I like look at my dragons here at the tree. One's yellow, the other one I did in like a red brown variegated. You got the honeybee, the little squirrel, the bird. I mean, all the different things in this. It's made it a lot of fun to stitch it. Because you just, as you're stitching, you're like, oh. And I have silks for you I've been using. Let me see if I can pull out any of those colors. So I have PR 157, PR 130, which is a green, and then the PR 128. Those are the 3 like main colors. And then I pulled out a variegated that I had that kind of had all those colors as well. So that's what I'm playing with. So, and I have it kind of balled up in here, little partial hank, and I cut sometimes that variegated strategically. So I have this mess right here to get the color that I want from that. So I pull off a strand, and I am stitching this as well 1 over 1. So it's been fun. It's been a fun stitch. I'm glad I did the Sal. There is a group on Facebook called Stitch Along Friends, and there's a lot of people that are working on this. Some people are working on other long dogs, but if you're doing a stitch along, we welcome you to join us. We all like a good stitch along, and I've been invited to many of them, and I don't typically say no. So there is that one. See, now once I show all these to you, then I can put my stuff away and get these projects put away. These were a new start. Okay, so this was a new start that I got over the summer. It's by Sweet Wing Studio, In and Out, it's called, and it says, blessed shall you be when you come in, blessed shall you be when you go out. And that's a Deuteronomy verse. And I was originally doing this for a girl at work. I say I was originally doing, and I did a whole bunch of color changes and just tons of just playing with things. Anyways, once I started doing it for the girl at work for their wedding, I decided that my piece of fabric was big enough I could do 2 of them. I've since cut them into 2 separate pieces. So I have an in and out 1 and an in and out 2. So I was stitching them side by side. And let me see, do I have the fabric in here? This is a Picture This Plus 32 count Wren, and I am stitching it 2 over 2. So there's the first one, and then I decided to stitch one for my daughter Rachel, and that's as far as I got on that one. And I have not had this out in a hot minute because as I stitch on things, I put them away. And this was on a roller frame. You can tell the roller frame has the nails that come through, And I don't typically take these off once they're on a roller frame because of the nail holes. I don't want to put more nail holes in it, but I wanted to make it small. That's why I cut it in half. I wanted it workable size to take it traveling. And I have a different scroll rod that, if I take my cover off, that I can snap it on. So it snaps on like a Q-snap. And don't ask me where I got these. I think I got them on Amazon. I might have gotten them on Etsy. I think I got them on Amazon. There's not a name on them. But that was, I wanted to be able to work on them on this frame. And this was big enough that I could do them individually, snap them on, take them off. So that's how that came about. Oh. I know. Yeah, I might be a hot mess today, but you know what? I'm your hot mess. So you have a choice, and you chose to come and watch this fiasco of myself trying to go through all these things, because it has been a while since I have done a video, and my basket has been running way over. Way over. So it was definitely time. Okay. Oh, here's one of my big ones. Okay. Oh, let me put this in here. Lose my pattern. Okay. Everything's falling on me. Okay. This one is a Heaven and Earth design that I am working with Lydia. Lydia's Leisurely Stitching. Check her out. She has a YouTube channel, and her and I restarted mine. And she is gangbusters way ahead of me. I am not. This is Once Upon a Fairy Tale. Let me view the PDF. It is by Jenna Della Grottaglio Maldonado. It is 625 stitches by 729 stitches, has 87 colors, and it is on the Heaven and Earth site, and this is what she will look like when she is done. Excuse me, sorry. You know what? Ever since I saw this, one second. I need to wet the old throat. It hasn't been used to this much talking. From the first time I saw this, I wanted this on the door coming into my stitching room, because to me, it looks like she's up to no good. Like she's up to something going through the door. Let me look at, show you the mock-up. Does not look like she's getting ready to go into the door. And I thought this would be perfect hanging on my cross stitch, my craft room door, upstairs. I just love it. So that's the one, and I restarted it, and I won't tell you how many stitches I got because I don't remember, and my screensaver went back on. But this is how far I am. There is more than just browns in there. There are some greens and some blacks, but started up in the top right corner. It is somewhat bigger. I do store these on my scroll rods. I just loosen them to give them some, and isn't that a great needle minder? One of my viewers sent me that, and I just love it. It's like Hermione from Harry Potter. Love it. Love it. It's really foggy out today. Okay. So let me put this back in the bag. I went to a stitch day yesterday, which was fun. It was in Cranberry, Pennsylvania, and it was hosted by the Crafty U. I met a lot of people there. Oh, it was so fun. I met a lady named Mary. Hi, Mary. She told me she watches my videos. And I apologize for being so late with getting some videos out. I need to get more regular with the videos, and I promise I will. I need to get comfortable with the equipment that my husband says makes a better video. I don't know. I just like to share what I'm working on with the rest of you. So I don't get into the whole lighting and all the things, because I don't know if it's that or not. I got to show you. This is, okay, let me back up. This was a birthday gift my sister got for me, and it is very, let me let me tell you, I want to make sure I got it right. It is Fairy Storyteller. It's a heaven and earth design. The artwork is by Genovia Art. I saw this, I don't know why, but I fell in love with this. I'm excited to stitch more on it. I'm going to show you the mock-up because, oh my goodness, I love this. Oh. Okay, Carla, stop moving the screen. Let me try it this way. Look at her. Is she not gorgeous? I cannot wait. Cannot wait. And so, of course, I'm in the top right corner. Of course, there's not much for you to see, but I love it. And the other thing I wanted to tell you is it is in a bag, this beautiful bag I got from Stitch and Button. And I believe her, a link to her floss, she has a floss tube and she has a Facebook group, but she made me this scroll bag and I thought that is perfect for this project. So, all of that to show you, this is how much I've gotten done. This was a birthday gift and I can't tell you when exactly. Well, I didn't start it on my birthday, but it was in that month. And I have been wanting to get this one back out and stitch on it because I want to get to, like, I'm just starting to get into the little sparks of color. So I really want to get this out and get some more rows on it. But I have been working on my Heaven and Earth design, Sal, and I'm trying to get caught up because here it is already October and Carla's been slacking off of it. And I need to get it done because I want to get it done. So it has taken up a lot of my time, and I'm not even going to show you today because it's sitting over there on my gust stand. So you'll have to see that on my next video, which will give me something else to show you. Let me see. Wow, I even stitched on this one. I didn't remember stitching on this one. See, I put everything as I stitch it, I put it in this basket until I do a video, and I haven't done a video all summer, so this has been a lot of stitching this summer. I have Holiday Quaker by Leela Studios. Do you see a theme here? I really like her stuff. And this is on, I didn't put it on here. It's definitely a Grace Notes fabric, but I don't know what color it is. But, nor here nor there. Let's see. This, let me fold this to where I am, is where I'm at on it. I started in the bottom left corner, and I remember I finished this motif. It's a nice blue fabric. Finished this motif up here, and I think I started over here and did the boots. I probably should have put some glitter, some Krynic on those boots now that I'm looking at those buckles. I might go back and do a little stitch of Krynic over them. Some glittery stuff. You know, we'll see. But that's Holiday Quaker by Leela Studio. My cross stitch area is going to feel empty without all this stuff all piled in around it. Twin Towers. Let me bring Twin Towers. You haven't seen this one in a while. This is on 25 count easy grid. It's by Teresa Clark. The pattern is on Artisy. And I did do a good bit of work on this one this summer. I hope to get it back out. This one is going to be get to at least 80% next year, as I've been kind of thinking about plans. Oh, let me tell you. I probably should show you, right? You would like to see what it's supposed to look like? It's wrong place. Sorry. Well, that's the wrong thing. Come on. Well, that was a loud truck, right? It's Twin Towers and Flag. And I am stitching this for my in-laws who live in New York. And it was interesting. We went to go see them after the Grace Notes retreat. And it still is very haunting to me to drive across the George Washington Bridge and not see the towers. Because the first times that I've gone to visit my in-laws in New York, the towers are so monument, like they're just so there on the skyline, and it's still really weird to not see those towers there. Anyways, so this is the piece I'm working on, and I'm close to the bottom. There might be a couple of more stitches down here, rows, that I can't get to, but I'm close. So I've just been kind of working my way across. And as you can see, it's not a huge piece. Let's see, what does it say? I think it's, let's see, 250 stitches by 165. So it's not a huge piece at all. It's just got a lot of colors, so, and buildings. So I'm working on it, right? If I can get that, if I could get this whole section here and across 80%, that'd be great. I'd go with 80% as a goal on that, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So there is that one. Let me see. What else can I show you guys? I'm pulling out some that have not been out for a while. Heritage Sampler by Plum Street. This is on a 30 count antique lamb's wool, and it will look like this. I'm telling you, I pulled out some that you guys have not seen in a hot minute. So, and this is how far I got. Lamb's wool is really stiff, by the way, but I put this in the Q-snap and I just roll with it. And I'm using all DMC on it, so getting to the bird, I finished the house. I think once I fill in the brown on the bird, that's gonna make the bird pop. The eagle. I should tell you the eagle. But yep, I enjoy stitching it. I just don't. Phew. Sorry about that. I just don't get enough time in my day to stitch all the things because, you know, my whip list isn't long enough. I think with once I started adding in projects I have kitted that I want to start, I'm up to 100 on my whip list. Yes, 100. What is in this one? Oh, I don't know. This bag came from my dear friend that is in our dinosaur group, and I won't say her name because I didn't ask to say her name, but she gave this to me at last year's Grace Notes retreats, and it holds my Silver Creek puns book because I made all kinds of copies, and I have all kinds of scrap fabrics in here, different counts, and flosses that I can do the Silver Creek's puns. I got all the floss pulled, and I had finished Crispy Bacon. That was the last one I've done, but I don't see it in here, so not really 100% sure. And I have my little, but this is a good, I can grab and go with this. I'm ready to go. And so that's what's in this bag. So I must have taken that out. I showed you that one. Oh, this one. Huh. Carol Baldwin. Oh, I said her name. Yes, because she talked me into doing this. Her and Beth Ann. It's called Blooming Whiskers. It's a Pain-Free Crafts. Let me see if I can find it in here. Yep. It's a Pain-Free Crafts. And you've probably seen this on some people's Facebook channels, and I just love the cats, but boy, oh boy, it's really pretty what I've seen. It looks great, but it is very, very confetti heavy. I don't know if this is one will get much more attention. It's not going to get more attention this year. I don't know what I'll do with it next year, where it will fall, but it's in my Black Cat X Stitchery bag that's got the cats. Wanted, Peeping Tom, Misty Creamer, Crying Over Spilt Milk, Major Catitude. I don't know. I just thought that the cats were cute. So that's where this one lives. And okay, my timer ran out. It will be about this big, I was saying. And actually, it goes this way. It goes this way. It'll be this big. Let me show you. This is how much I've gotten done. I think up like 500 stitches maybe. It is so much confetti. So much confetti. I can't tell what anything is right now, but eventually I'll be able to. So that one's probably going to wait for a bit till it comes back out, because I have other full coverages that I want to push and get finished because they've been on my list too long. So I'm considering this a start and a hold. I did get some haul. I think this was from Stitch and Button. Oh yeah, this is definitely from Stitch and Button. So she sent a project tag, and there's a needle minder with the year 2024, and she threw in some floss drops. So I got some floss drops. Can never have too many floss drops. And I got this on, she had a live, and I got this pattern from Cricut Collection. I really like that pumpkin. So it's not started, it's not kitted. At some point it will be. And then I got a project bag that has cats with sewing machines. So, and it's got the vinyl front and a little cat zipper pull. So that is from Stitch and Button. And I should put this over here so I can put that away. Okay. I have some other things from Stitch and Button, but my friend Marianne, I saw her at Grace Notes Fabrics. She brought me, she knew I was doing a Patriotic July, and so she brought me some Patriotic finishings. So I can fully finish with some ribbons and some buttons, and I thanked her so much. So I have this in my finishing. I can put this in my finishing stuff. And I ordered some more things from Stitch and Button. And here's Stitch and Button. Stitch and Button. Her name's Vicky. I got a Sylvester bag and some different things in here that she had at the time. Let me see if I can pull some of these things out and show you. If you don't follow her and you're not part of her Facebook group, I highly encourage you to. And it's got a little bird zipper pull. But this is the bag. I encourage you to follow her because she does do lives and does sales. And that's where a lot of this came from. Some of these are gifts I probably shouldn't show, so I'm not going to show the ones that I know is a gift for someone. This has, it's one of those bobbies, but it's got this on the front. What the fuckulent? What the fuckulent? Oh, yeah, I don't know. The things I do is crazy. Some counting pins. Let's see if I can get these to come out of the bag. Oh, I don't want to poke myself. The little don't poke yourself thing come off the bottom, so I'm trying to put that back on there so I don't poke myself. So here's some counting pins. Oh. Can you see them? There you go. A set of 2 counting pins. I got some that are skulls, counting pins, little thingy-madoos. These are gifts, so I can't show them. Little mini pouch. And So these are like just little pouches you can put your floss or a little project, travel project in to go with. And a couple of more needle minders. Do I look like I rise and shine? And this is a thread catcher, and I like hers because they're long and they have pockets so you can put scissors or whatnot. But you can lay this like on my, where I use it is downstairs on my recliner chair. I can put this on the arm of the recliner chair, and I can put all of my threads on there, and they don't fly all over, and the cats don't get them. And I can just snap it closed and take it, put it in the project bag, or, you know, take it to wherever I need to take it to. So I like these. I don't have near enough. I'm always looking and using these, and I try and put them with my projects that are my paper patterns that I travel a lot more with, or something that I might, you know, like I did with the long dog is, you know, I have threads that I'm going to be cutting specifically. So I'll put that over here because I'm not going to show you all of my haul today, but that is some of my haul because I have a lot of haul. Grace Notes. I am in Grace Notes in their Fabric of the Month, and I also ordered a few things. So recently I ordered Blackbird by Nora Corbett. I just love those autumn colors. I've yet to successfully stitch a Mirabilia, but I do collect them. And I have the embellishment pack that I got from Grace Notes. I just saw this and I was like, I gotta stitch that. It's so pretty. I love the autumn colors. So I don't know when this will get started, but I do know that I have it. And this may have been from before. This isn't this past month. This is at some point this summer. I got this. It's called Angelite, and it's a 20 count fat quarter. It's a nice pretty gray. And I have been doing the color and the neutral. So this is the neutral, and it's called, like I said, Angelite. It's a great gray. I really like her fabrics. I just, there's something about, I don't know how she does it, how she processes them. I know it's a lot, but I do love it. Oh, look, she's got a little sticker in there. Oh, look at the little gnomes. Little gnome sticker. Wonder if this was 4th of July. It might have been the 4th. And this is Summer Lovin'. So, a nice pink. Okay. So, you got to see some fabrics from Grace Notes. Listen, I bought some fabrics when I was at the retreat. I mean, if you're ever looking for fabric, that's the retreat to go to, because she's got every size imaginable in every color. Just phenomenal how much fabric they put out for their retreat. It's fantastic. Let's see. What else do I have over there? I want to show you some of these projects so I can put them away. Let's see. I think this is Phantom. This is an Amy Stewart design, and I have worked on it this summer. I'm gonna hope. My goal is to finish this next year. So let's see. I've had to roll it. Sorry, had to roll. And I'm not gonna unroll it. If you want to see anything unrolled, you'll have to look at my whip parade whenever I get to it. But I finished the chandelier, and I've been working down, and once I got down here, I wanted to roll it so I can start working all of this. Once I get all of this in, it's done. I'm nearly 50%. And this is one of my oldest full coverages, so it is time. It is definitely time. It is gorgeous. It is a quick stitch. It is originally in the Heroes and Heroines bookshelf that she has. This is one of them. And this is the quick stitch of Phantom of the Opera, one of my favorites, from that Amy Stewart at Heaven and Earth. And I can show you, if you've not seen it before, let me show you the mock-up here real quick. Sorry, my thing keeps shutting off. So I'm getting ready for playing games for next year, getting all organized, figuring out what my new starts are going to be, because I've got a bunch that I want to start. This is the mock-up. So I'm getting there. I'm getting closer, getting closer. Love it. So there's that one. See, once I show these to you, they can all go back in the back room. Hey, you haven't seen this one in a hot minute. How about my Stargazer? Let me see. Stargazer is Heaven and Earth Design. It's a limited edition. I have been doing a lot of stitches on this bad boy. I'm about 40%, hoping to get to 60% this year, maybe. I probably won't reach my 60% goal, but I should make 50. So let me show you the mock-up. And you can see where it is. I'm getting close to nothing. My husband's always like, you're never going to get that done. He calls this his tenter dude. And he's like, when are you going to get that done? Well, the more he nags me, the less I want to stitch on it. So this is a Black Cat Stitchery bag and scroll rods that she made for me. And here we are. Now this is rolled, so it is definitely rolled over. And let's see if I can get it all in frame here. So when I got on it the last time, I was over here, and I've been coming across. I started to try and get, because I'm close to the page finish, and I am trying to do 25 page finishes in 2025. And so right here along this line is the bottom of the page. So if I can come back and fill in and get those done, I'll be happy, because that's going to give me like at least 5 pages, I think, that I can add to my 2025 goal of 25 page finishes. So it is a very fun stitch. I'm so glad that I got this. It was a limited edition. I don't know if they'll ever put it out again, but man, do I love stitching on it. And I'm in the rocks. Oh, I think one of my needle minders came off. I'll have to find that later. So, I got my little camper dude. And I always get asked about these. These things are called bobbies because I park. You can get them on Amazon, and they help to kind of contain your threads when you're parking. So, and they're called bobbies, B-O-B-E-E-Z, if you're interested in those. Whoop-de-doo. So this one has been out quite a bit this month. I think this month I put 7,000 in it. So it's been getting some love. Been trying to work more on it. And I haven't had this big one out for a while, but this is the U.S. Travel Shelf, again, by Amy Stewart. I started this with some wonderful friends. It will look like this when it's done. It's a big one. It's got all the states. And I'm up at this top, let's see if I can do this, up here where this eagle is where I am. And it's fun to stitch. Again, having the time. And when I sit and stitch, I'm always thinking which one's calling to me, which one's going to be next. Like my fairy is probably going to be one of the next ones I pull out, because it's been calling to me. So here is where I am on my travel shelf. Check it out. I mean, and this is regular. It's not anything, but it's big. It's a big one. And you can see that eagle is in there. There's the wings. You can see the ship down here. There's a train. The moose or caribou. The suitcase. Look at the little wagon. It's a good stitch. As you can tell, if you're new to my channel, I am a process stitcher. I stitch because I enjoy the stitches. If I get something done, woohoo. If I don't, well, I had fun sitting and stitching. And I do a lot of stitches because my husband typically works night shift, and I work day shift. So it gives me something to do in my evening hours while I'm listening to audiobooks. So let's see. I did get a card from a friend for my birthday because my birthday was in June with some flosses and some patterns. This came from my friend Marianne. I appreciate that. And she sent me a free pattern and a sticker from Groundhog Day, Woodstock, Illinois. Love it. Love it. I know exactly where I'm putting this. So, love it. As a matter of fact, I better leave that out. So, and she sent me some flosses. So, these are Cosmo, and I've never used Cosmo. So, it's going to be fun. I'm excited to give them a try because I've never heard of them. And what else? I showed you a good bit of what I've been working on other than my Heaven and Earth Sal. I didn't show you that one. But the cats. Oh, come here, you. Come here. Charlie. Oh, the Charlie monster. Here is Charlie with his bow tie. Say hi, Charlie. Charlie likes to walk on my desk. Are you going to be shy? Look, Charlie. Look. Here's Charlie. After he had his escape, he followed me out to the trash can. I didn't know he was out there one night, and I didn't know he had followed me out again until the next morning, and then we couldn't find him. And we did posters. We went up and down our road and put mailers in everybody's mailbox with his picture, looking for him. Could not find him. We finally set up a camera outside and saw a cat was coming at night, in the middle of the night. And so we went to our Humane Society and got a humane trap and ended up trapping him. He has no desire to go out anymore. He don't even come to the door. He likes his lazy life, and he is a big galoot for sure. He likes to bat at the other two like he's the big king around here, but he's spoiled. He's definitely spoiled, but now he has to wear a bell that I'm sure he doesn't like, but at least I know that where he's at, so I don't accidentally let any of them out. So all three cats have a bell, so we know where they are when we're going outside, that they don't come out behind us. Because, yes, this little bugger definitely put us through our paces. 3 weeks. Ooh. 3 weeks of trying. Oh, you're shedding all over. You need a brush. So anyways, I think that's it. I've been talking for over an hour, and there's lots of things I want to show you, and my cat's tail is waving in the air, but some of you haven't seen him in a good hot minute. Charlie, what are you doing? Ay, ay, ay. Anyhow, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's thinking about it. And now I can put all of my projects away. So I am going to try and do another video here in about a week, and I'll show you some more. I'll show you some more haul, because I have lots of haul I can show you if you're interested in seeing it. You know what? Why don't you let me know in the comments below if you like to see haul, or if you don't want to see it, because honestly, I could go either way. I show you what I'm stitching on. That's what this channel is about, is connecting with most of you that I don't see day to day. Or, to help somebody that maybe sees something that has interest. I've got a couple videos planned, so hopefully I can figure out how to do this all again. It's been, like I said, it's been a hot minute. So those of you that have stuck around, thank you so much for staying and watching on my journey and joining me when you can. Leave a comment below, say hi, let me know where you're from, let me know if you like to see haul in the videos, or if you just like to see finishes and whips. If there's something specific you'd like me to share with you, I'd love to, see if I can accommodate it. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Happy stitching. Bye.